All right, people, my name is Sheila. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to talk about moving in silence because I just kept seeing these videos pop up and I was just like, what in the world is it? In this video, we're going to talk about what it is, the pros and cons of it, and what you might want to think about in determining, whether or not you're going to move in silence. All right, first things first, what is moving in silence? Like I said, this kept popping up in my feed, and I originally thought that it really had something to do with movement, your body, how you carried yourself. I did not realize that it was about how you share your goals and the desires that you may have for your future and for now. So here's the definition. Requires glasses. Moving in silence is taking actions and steps to work on something bigger in your life without announcing its progress. This applies to any project, purchase, job, relationship, or event that can turn the fate of your life. This particular definition comes from the Good Girl movement. Although she said announcing its progress, it could also include just announcing the opening or the beginning or the start of a goal that you have. So here are some of the other things that she says. She says, number one, you should get off your phone. Stop sharing all of this information about your life. Number two, don't be premature. Don't get out there and share it before you've even started something. ReallyJO.com says, what does it mean to move in silence? Don't tell nobody nothing. That's what she says. So basically, I think you get the gist just from those two. It's all about taking your actions and doing them and not necessarily speaking them. So now that you know what it means, I'm going to go to Counselor Ashley's website, where she talks about why I choose not to move in silence on social media. She goes through some of the pros and some of the cons. She lists reasons not to post my moves. People may become jealous of my success. People may pray against my success or put some bad vibes, juju, or voodoo on my life. People will think I'm narcissistic or not humble. People will shun me for not moving in silence. Notice that all of that has to do with what other people think about us. And that might be something we should worry less about anyway. Those are the reasons not to share, okay? Let's flip it over and say, here are some reasons why you may want to share what's going on. It makes me happy to share my happiness with the world. My success may inspire someone else to achieve their goals. My ideas may be better developed with the help or collaboration of someone reading them. With so much negativity in the news and on social media, my positive successes can serve to balance the timeline with positivity.
And the last one doesn't really apply, so we'll skip that one.
So yeah, it's not really simple then, is it? You may think it's great to not share all of that and get negative feedback from people, have people discounting your ability to be able to get done the things that you say you plan to get done. Here's the thing. Most of the time, it's not necessarily about you. It's usually about them. People can't see that success in you because they probably can't see that success in themselves. This whole idea of them getting caught up in us and necessarily trying to bring us down, it may be something that's happening on a totally subconscious level for them. They aren't even thinking about it. They can't even imagine the success that you're dreaming about and the plans that you have in place because they could never have those plans or dreams for themselves. So let's go back to this reasons why you possibly want to share. Here's another thing she brings up in this particular post. Studies have shown that if you have a goal, sharing it with supportive people in your life will greatly increase the likelihood of you achieving that goal. Sharing your progress makes you more likely to accomplish your goals. A 2013 research study published in the Journal of Translational Behavioral Medicine found that participants who shared their weight loss journey online lost significantly more weight than participants who kept their journey to themselves. And there are plenty of other studies demonstrating the same phenomena. In other words, sometimes we need a cheerleading section. Sometimes we need an accountability partner. How many times have you felt alone with things that you were struggling with and felt, if I only had someone that I could really talk to? So we've talked about what walking in silence is. We've talked about some of the pros and some of the cons. Now let's talk about what that decision should look like for you. Should you or should you not walk in silence? Okay, so these are going to be my personal thoughts on this. And as an attorney, you probably know where I'm going. I'm going to say it depends. I think each scenario, each person, each experience and goal that you have, it's going to be different for each one of those things. So for instance, there are some things that you truly may want to keep to yourself. And then there may be other things where, hey, a collaboration would be really helpful. Having an accountability partner who understands and truly supports you may be really helpful. So I think you're going to have to decide in which circumstances to share and which circumstances to not share. And some of those times, yes, you will need to walk in silence, and other times not. So that is the end of my video. I just wanted to talk about that because that had been like popping up so much. Let me know your thoughts. Are there things that you're saying to yourself, yeah, I'm going to walk in silence on that? Because I just keep getting a whole lot of negativity back from people when I talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to do it. Okay. Or are you one of these people who shares and will continue to share? And maybe all of that goes on around you, you can blow it off and you can be good to go. Let me know in the comments what your plan is and what you're doing when it comes to whether or not you're walking in silence. For me personally, I think it's going to be one of those things where I pick and choose. I think I have gotten, I was going to say I have gotten to the place where I don't share a whole lot. I was never that person who shared a whole lot. And I think people now see me on social media and they think, oh, she's up there all the time. Actually, I'm not. I'm hardly on Facebook anymore. And my YouTube channel, I mean, those are platforms that I'm on now for a certain reason. There is a purpose behind it. And I'm not sharing the purpose behind it and the purpose behind what I'm doing. And so people don't really know anything about that. They just see the output, and I'm not really sharing what's really going on behind the scenes. I'm really keeping a lot of that to myself. There have been times when I have shared things. I mean, I have brought in people that I trust to help keep me on the path in terms of some of my goals that I've wanted to accomplish. And as an attorney, sometimes it can be really helpful to be in a room with other attorneys and talk about what it is you're doing and where you want to go, because you're having some of the same experiences, some of the same stressors, and it's a way to be in a more supportive environment of people who are probably in the same circumstance. So they're probably going to be less likely to say a bunch of things to necessarily try to take you down. But that's just what's been going on with me. So I don't typically share a whole lot that's going on behind the scenes, what my plans are, but I do share. So I think there's a difference there to keep in mind. But I hope you got something out of this video. Don't forget to like it. Let me know again in the comments what you are doing. And don't forget to subscribe to the video. Peace.